Hey, welcome into the Bleav. Today, my guest, here he is, Matt Money Smith. He looks a little different today. He's in Hawaii taking a day off. And who do we have? We have All Pro running back Turner the Burner, Michael T. Michael, thanks for joining us on Bleav. He also has his own Bleav contest with him in Obi, the other fullback, the guy who came out, the big Fresno. The two guys came in, and I treated them like kings, even though everyone knows they lost the bet to the big fella and still haven't paid up. Michael, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on the show. And you did have to bring that up, that bet up. I was coming about that. That was like 2 years ago, man. Yeah, you still holding on to that steak dinner. I got you, baby. I got you.
I'm still holding on to it. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. How is it in Atlanta? See you outdoors. The weather looks great here in California. You know, it was great. You guys came in for the first fullback classic. It was absolutely amazing, man. And I just want to thank you personally for coming in, because without you, brother, it wouldn't have been as fun. You and I took great pictures. We had invested in a couple big boy drinks, and it was just a great time. Thank you. And how was your golf swing, by the way?
My golf swing, it looks good. It looks good, but it doesn't end good, you know, as far as where the ball is going. But
there we go. That's the Mike Turner I know. That's my tailback guy. That's my tailback. He don't break under pressure. He is the pressure. Let's go, Mike.
As far as the form, I'm happy with my form, man. I don't look like Charles Barkley or nothing out there, but but I'm happy with it. I got to get out there more, man. And this is my first time in Fresno, man. I want to say, man, Fresno is a beautiful city, man. It's very underrated, man. It's beautiful out there, man. It's gorgeous, and the weather was perfect out there. It was nice, breezy day for us, and I was just happy to be out there, man. I'm looking forward to coming back.
Oh, no question. Hey, you know what? It was crazy. Like Mike said, it kind of reminded me of San Diego, where it was kind of cool in the 80s in Fresno. Mike, it's usually, I'm gonna be honest, 105, maybe 110. You guys got lucky. It was a great weekend. But man, you know, Mike, we could, talk about this for the golf tournament, having fun, all we want. It's a great time. I know it was great, but man, watching the NFL draft this year, we know you covered the Atlanta Falcons, a team you played with, the team that you love. Another team you love is the Chargers. And kind of take us through that moment. What was kind of thinking, because we, Chargers fans was pretty excited up. You gave them a shout out. Kind of tell me what you were thinking. Was it pre-planned? Tell us about that. And was there any backlash afterwards?
Going into it, you kind of nervous. It was my first time doing that and stepping on the stage like that. That's probably the biggest stage I've ever stepped on, and had to get on the microphone and speak. So I was a little nervous about that, but the main thing was have an easy name to read. So
right, okay, they don't give you the name ahead of time. They're like, hey, let's sound this out phonetically.
Yeah, because the names can't get crazy out there these days, man. 2026, but luckily, I had a good name, and it was like a layup, man, with the AJ Terrell and his brother Avion. Right. Do a reference there, and it was kind of cool. And what made it easier when I first got out there, I saw the Chargers fans was sit there right there in the front. As far as this Chargers section is right there. And Chargers fans always showed me love throughout the years, man. Whenever I go back, man, the Chargers fans, they show me love. When I go back to California, period, and visit, they still recognize me out there, and they treat me like I was like, I'm not like ALT, but like one of the guys, one of the starters. They're one of the main guys that was on the team that really produced well for the team and for the franchise. And they never forget me out there. And so I had to show them love because they drafted me. I'm at the draft. They drafted me. So I acknowledged them like they was acknowledging me. I was like, yeah, I see y'all. I went from boat up to rise up. That was my thing. I just made it up there, right then and there. And as far as the backlash, it was when I got back to Atlanta, they was like, why you got to give the Chargers some love? I'm like, man, they brought me into the business. Without them, y'all wouldn't have had me. It's like, you can't please everybody, man. But we was having fun with that, But I claim both teams, man. I claim both teams. I got to, man. Both franchises have a special place in my heart, man.
I couldn't agree with you more, brother. It's like, sure, it's like, hey, look, you get married, you get a divorce, you have beautiful kids. It's like, you still got to acknowledge the wife and go see the kids. You can't just say, hey, I can't say hi to her no more. You tell the new girl, hey, I got to still say hi. We got children together.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what it was like. Lord. Like, damn, let me go to the bar. Give me a drink.
Exactly. Give Mike. Hey, y'all Falcon fans, if you guys watching the Bleav in the Chargers, they give Mike a break. He loves the Falcons. He's talking about rise up the dirty bird. He gets it, but he just wanted to pay some homage because the Chargers drafted him. It's always great. Let's go back. Talking about just like football training camp, draft day. What was it like for you? The draft day, hearing your name, your first day call. Tell me what was going through your mind leading up to the draft. What was the thought process of getting drafted, and where did you think you were going to land, and how good did you think you were?
Going into the draft, I did the combine and everything. I did well at the combine. They told me I did well enough that I didn't have to do anything at the pro day. I probably had to do like one or two things that I didn't do at the combine, but just to get some numbers down. But I did went to the combine and everything, and I'm going to those meetings. I did the Senior Bowl, going to those meetings and everything, and everybody's saying second round, late first, maybe third. I probably heard third maybe once or twice, but only team that really said fifth round was like Detroit. That was Steve Mariucci, Tom. I was in the room, Steve Mariucci, Tom Rathman, and all them. It was like I'm telling them where everybody's telling me I'm going first day, It's like, what if you go second day? What if you go like fifth round? I was like, it's still. It's still. I'm going to fifth round. That's still a draft because I feel like I was better than everybody in the draft in my position. I have no reason not.
Who came out with you? Who came out with you to kind of give the listeners a little bit?
Okay.
That you thought, okay, good. That you thought they were good.
Yeah, they were good. It was good. It was as far as names. It like coming out. It was like a running back name. Like take your pick at running back. It was Steven Jackson, Greg Jones, Julius Jones, Chris Perry, Tatum Bell. Cedric Cobbs. It was me. It was man, I can't remember everybody, but I went like ninth as far as running backs.
You was ranked ninth?
I got drafted ninth. I was like the ninth running back drafted.
And how many? So what? That was third round or second round?
I went the fifth round. Low.
It did slide to the. It did.
Yeah.
So you seeing these guys go? So So where were you at? Were you at home? Where were you watching the draft? When the first round goes, tell me about which round, because I tell you, I have a story similar to that as well.
Okay. My mom threw a party for me at this bar and like rented it out, and we had this big draft party. Had hundreds of people there. Hundreds, yeah.
So y'all just
get it in. But before the draft actually happened, I was telling my mom before the party and everything that she was planning. I was like, I didn't have a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like teams was like loving me out there. I was going through the interview process, and I was like, I don't think anybody like really loved me like that. Like I'm getting the reaction. I'm getting, how you feel the room. Like, I'm getting the right answers. I think, I'm interviewing well, but maybe they don't. I don't think they believe in me. It was just that feeling I was getting, and so I just told my mom, I was like, I don't got a good feeling about this first day thing. Because back then it was the first 3 rounds, then the rest the next day.
Right.
So I was like, I'll give it. But she was like, don't worry about it. We still be celebrating you. This your weekend, whatever. No matter where you go, she should keep my head up and then make me stay positive. And so as the rounds was going on and on, man, the running backs' names was getting called and and it's the crowd reaction. And
everybody say, Mike, what's up? And they watch you like, I want to get away. I want a quiet room.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at your face. Anything. If you smile, you don't smile. Like, oh, you know that brother hurting right now. Oh, dog.
Yeah. Who's that guy? Even guys popping up that you didn't heard of throughout the season, like getting picked before me and stuff. So, and it was just a long day. That first day back there, it was long. It was about 5-6 hours. So you're like. So it was like it was just getting long, and so we finally, my friends and I we left. We left before the end of the third round even ended, and because I knew my phone was to go get rung, so we ended up going. we went up going to like a Chinese restaurant and stuff. I'm getting more drinks over there and stuff.
Yeah, you and a couple your close buddies.
Yeah. Just get away from it. Get away from like reset. You got tomorrow. I'm going to get drafted. I just don't know where. So it was like
at that point when those 3 rounds went. At that point, after day 1, you're like, all right, cool. You with your buddies, you having a couple drinks, eating, got away from everyone. Everyone's like, man, he left his own party. You're like, but you needed that. You needed to clear your head. So the next day or that night, did the phone ring? Hey, we're interested in you next day. What?
No,
your agent?
nothing.
Did you call your agent?
Called my agent. Talked to my agent. I'm pretty sure I had to call my agent, but he don't know what's going on. And he just don't know why I'm falling and everything. But he was like, don't worry about it. Keep your head up. And so I'm thinking like, okay, 4th round. Okay, right. 4th round. Name's been getting called, I'm thinking like, all right, maybe early 4th round I'm getting called. So 4th round go by. The next day, I'm like, man, and I'm back at home now. My family's downstairs watching. I'm upstairs in the bedroom. Because it's happening all over again. I'm not getting called. Say, I don't know. And at that point, you're starting to realize, did I do something wrong? Did I do that I don't know about? Like, what is it about me that I'm not getting called? I'm not even getting like, if you hear this number, we're gonna draft you. Not a peep.
Are you thinking at that time, I may not be getting drafted in the NFL? Did it ever cross your mind? Or you was like, I know I'm gonna go with something.
I was thinking, man, maybe 7th round. I was getting that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm just like, I'm saying I gotta get drafted, you know what I'm saying?
Were you counting your money then? When will you start counting your money? After the 1st, 2nd round?
After that 1st and 2nd round going, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much the New York, that those numbers dropped back then. So it was like after that first day, I was like, hey, that money. It wasn't about the money then, it was just about, am I going to get my name called, period. So, because it'll be embarrassing that not to have, as far as the way I felt about myself at that time, I was like, I would have been really embarrassed not to get drafted at all, because I feel like I performed well, played against some big schools, beat some big schools, running back, I was invited to the combine and everything, tested well, I Bleav, and not to get drafted, I was like, damn, I must have really did something that I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? But
so when that call comes from the Chargers, was that a team that you had never thought that even called you, never worked you out?
Well, the Chargers was the team we was playing against in the Senior Bowl. So that was my first time seeing Marty Schottenheimer speak in front of the team, and now he spoke in front of everybody at the Senior Bowl. It was like a kickoff, reception, whatever. Get all the players, all the top seniors from the country having dinner together and stuff, and when I heard Marty speak, I was like, man, that guy got me fired up. Like, man, that's an NFL coach right there. That got me, you hear Marty speak, he knows how to motivate guys. He knows how to speak to people. He knows how to speak to a crowd. And I was like, man, that guy right there. Like, he was like, I was amazed at that. And I ended up talking to Clarence Shellman. Like, we did a little.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I had a little one-on-one with Clarence Shellman. One-on-one, I was going on everything, what I had to do in college and all this stuff, like a little interview stuff, because we're going to interview with both teams, whatever. So I'm not thinking they're going to call me. They got LT. I'm like, y'all not drafting me, but I would go through the interview process with you guys and everything else. I'm like, but I'm not going to be on the board with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm not on there. But that 5th round came, man, in 2004. And I was like, what, 154th pick?
The pick and everything. That's great. right.
Like 154 or something like that. And I get a call and it's the Chargers, But I should have been more grateful that they did draft me. But I'm talking to them and I'm giving them that happy voice. But in your mind, I'm pissed.
Of course.
I'm pissed. And I'm like, why are y'all drafting me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got LT. Y'all got LT already. I'm happy. I'm getting my name called, but this is not the ideal situation I want to be in.
You want to go start. You think
I want to go start. At least get a chance to compete to go start. It's like, there's no – come on.
LT, Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer. We used to watch LT and stuff while I was in college and stuff. So I knew what kind of player he was, and he ended up signing that summer a $60 million deal. Something that says
61 million, dog.
Something crazy. So I'm like, okay, where do I fit in this in this dynamic of being a running back? How can I make a name for myself? And I was just I was still one. I wasn't even second string then. We still had the other guys in front of me. I had to work my way up and make my way in this league, man. So I appreciate the Chargers drafting me, but it was a long journey, man.
But it was, Mike. But you're there. I'm there. I'm with you. It was quick. I mean, opening day, you're number 2. You're getting when. What was it? Did you have a moment in training camp? Tell me kind of about your the preseason. What'd you do? Because I think guys now they're home.
Yeah.
It's the draft's over. The OTAs are over. You got this 6 weeks. What were you doing in this time, preparing yourself for the Chargers, knowing that you had LT there, knowing the guys that you were, Jesse Chapman, the guys that were in front of you, knowing what you were up against? What did you do during this time?
Around this, finding a place to stay, finding an apartment, getting my driver's license. I didn't even have a driver's license. Getting my driver's license.
Whoa! You had a lot to do.
I had a lot to do. Yeah. And still like maintaining shape and everything. I went back home because I didn't have an apartment in San Diego, so I went back home. They kicked us out the hotel basically, until training camp. So I went back home and running with my high school guys and stuff back then, staying in shape because that's all I had to do. Just keep running, keep doing my thing, and wait to get back to San Diego and see how that was. And that was like the real training camp then. That was real tour days. That's when we went to Carson. We went to we traveled to Carson everybody's away from home. It's not like something like the vets get to stay home and do their own thing. And no, we was all like one team, all in the hotel. Had to take the shuttle to practice or ride bikes, wherever we had to do. It was like real team bonding then, but it was tough, man. Tough training camp with Marty Schottenheimer, that old school training camp. Yeah. Chargers coming off a 4-12 season, so it was like guys was fighting for their jobs. It was real battles, man. And I knew I had to take a lot of reps because LT wasn't going to do a lot in training camp like that. He did his thing. He did enough to get ready for the season, but not as far as the contact part. I was taking most of those reps and stuff like that. So that really got me going and got me prepared because we had a great defense in San Diego. Yeah, we did. Coming up, but probably not at the time going into the season, but it ended up being a great defense. So iron shoppers iron, man. So that's all I was doing, man. I was just focused on me, just get my coach's attention, and I was treating preseason games like the regular season because I knew I wasn't going to play in a regular season like that. So like I was taking every carry, every rep like it was my last. Right.
And Mike, it's crazy how when you got on the scene in San Diego, and I know Atlanta Falcons, they must have seen it, and that's why they did what they did for you. When did you say, "Hey, this is okay to be in a two-headed monster"? What was it, hey, it's lightning and thunder, UNLT. What was that moment, or was it a particular game you said, "I know that I'm going to touch the ball. I know that I got to prepare like a starter"? What clicked? Because there's a lot of guys you see. Omarion Hampton comes in. Unless people pencil him as a starter and all the things that are surrounding those things that happen as a rookie. When did you say, okay, I'm going to take this job? And I see now that I got drafted in the 5th round. I know LT, it's his team. I know he's a starter. But what was there a defining moment? You're like, okay, I know I still can get paid. I know I can still get paid big money. I know I still can be a starter in this league. All of my dreams and everything that I'm working for still can become reality because how the Chargers used you.
Okay. All right. That's kind of I got 2 answers to that. One, I was before you get to I'm ready to move on, you gotta have confidence that you're able to do it.
Exactly.
Okay. So my first test was my rookie year, and we was already clinched the playoffs and everything, so Marty set the starters, and I had to start that last season regular season game, and I was like, okay, all right, I get to start, so I'm pumped up about that. So I'm saying, let me see what I can do out here for real against starting defense, or get some reps, get at least 10 plus carries in the game because I'm getting like 1 or 2 carries here and there. So that's not really telling me that I'm ready to be a starter in this league. So I would say my first year, that last game in my rookie year, I was like, okay, I can play. I can. That's solidified. I can play. but can I do it week in and week out? So you can have one good game and that'd be it. But it's like,
what did you do that game? Do you remember that game? Do you recall that?
I didn't have 100 yards. I didn't have 100 yards, but I had close to 100 yards. So like I remember the first carry, I almost scored in the first carry of the game. I got somebody. I got pushed out. I got pushed out you know how they got DBs get that last little desperation shove out. I'm like, dang, I almost scored first play of the game.
right. So you're like, give me this thing. This gonna be my day.
Yeah. Come on, Lord. I'm out there hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to show everybody because film. This is film now. You know, like all the teams are seeing this. It's not. I'm not getting the value. I understood. I'm not just getting the value by the Chargers. Everybody gets to see this. Everybody gets to watch this. So I was just building that database, man. And as time grew on, and as more seasons under my belt. Probably after I don't know. I don't know. Really, the run that put me on the map was me and you in Indianapolis when we beat the undefeated Colts. You know what I'm saying? The 80-yarder. So nobody seen me do that. I haven't done that before, right? They see me having good carries, good runs, but they ain't never seen me hit a home run.
Right, breakaway speed.
Breakaway speed. I never seen that. You know, but the Chargers knew because we used to race. You know, after practice and stuff.
What was it? Okay, so you have those big home run hitters, but then the following year, you know, don't we draft Sproles?
It's draft Sproles the following year.
So now you got now Sproles.
Now I'm like, what the hell going on?
He said, I got LT. I said, damn, I got me and LT. I barely got the ball there. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Do y'all like me? Did you call
that's what I was like. What is it about me that nobody likes? Why y'all drafted running backs after me? I think that's a little about
you think because you was built like a Shetland pony, you was a closet? This is because you skinny now. You used to be a fat Michael Turner. You used to have a bread. You used to have remember you used to eat them biscuits and gravy.
I was just telling somebody the other day about biscuits and gravy, dog.
Okay.
The breakfast every week, every Saturday, whatever.
Okay, but they couldn't catch you. So they draft Sproles. Do you honestly? You can tell me now, dog. Did you tell your agent, get me trade my ass? I want to get out of here.
No, I did not. No, I didn't. Because I didn't think I had trade value, but you know, at that time, I was just seeing where it goes. So, I mean, another person coming into competition. I'm not afraid of competition. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. So
you were not.
We're not. So I'm like, I'm competing. I'm trying to make. Hey, bring him on in. I'm thinking now he's just a rookie too. So I'm saying like I'm not feeling threatened by him. Now he got to go through everything I went through. You know what I'm saying? Already. So I think I got a leg up on him. Like already been through the hard stuff. Like
right. And his role was a kick returner, so he really didn't have. But then at times they would throw him at back. And then he would have a big play. Did you? And it's crazy, Mike, because even when LT, being able to play with you as a teammate, LT scored, you'd be the first to congratulate him. Sproles scored, first can congratulate him as well. So it wasn't any malice. So you get to Sproles is still under contract. You get to your fourth year, right? LT still on the team. How's that?
My third. Well, let's go back. Remember, Sproles broke his leg one year.
Yeah, broke the ankle. Yep.
And I had to return kicks.
You took one to the house.
I never took one to the house. I broke a lot of. I finished fourth in the league.
You had a good little return.
I was returning. I was doing like nice returns. But after my third year, you got to remember I was restricted. They gave me a tag that doesn't even exist anymore. That's how ridiculous the tag was. It was like it was a tender where like if somebody wanted me,
that the match.
They had Chargers had to match it, or you know what I'm saying, or they have to, or the team that signed me have to give up a first and a third round pick for me. So come on now, like ain't nobody giving up no first and third for a backup running back. You know what I'm saying? So I was pretty much stuck in San Diego for that fourth year, and but I still visited teams. I still visited like who I visit Bills and Titans that offseason. So that was my taste of, okay, teams are waiting on me to get free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when they're like, oh, they are we bringing you in, but the Chargers, that's when I first started talking about trades and all that stuff. Like giving me something, but the Chargers were not letting me go, man. They would not let me go, no matter what.
So your third year, you kind of asked a little bit, hey, inquired.
Yeah. After the third season, like, these teams want me now. You're like, they willing to give me a nice contract, right, and everything. I'm the backup. I'm pretty sure we can work something out. Like you got Sproles, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it is what it is. But no, they was refusing to let me go, man. But so I stayed in San Diego for another year, and we went deep into the playoffs, AFC Championship, and that's when everybody was hurt and everything. But we didn't get to the Super Bowl then. But man, it was just amazing, man. It was an amazing journey, man. I love my time in San Diego, but I think that fourth year, that's when I was like mentally frustrated because I felt like I was stuck, you know.
Right. No, and I totally understand that. A guy who traveled and understand being a third year restricted free agent and not having that freedom to go. Remember, with the Saints, I'm slotted to go first or second round. Because Fresno State, baby, I had over 1,000 yards. I was holding that thing. Like you see, they called me Jerome Bettis. They called me the Jerome Bettis of the West.
Yeah.
JB Jerome came out the same year.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Notre Dame, and I'm like, okay, that big fella getting downhill, but I was like, I'm doing the same thing he do, huh? I'm doing the same thing he doing. I'm like, that's JB, but I'm LaDainian. You know what I'm saying? JB. I'm like, I'm LO.
But I'm LO. That's JB.
Okay. That's like, and I'm like, I got less belly fat. I said, let me be belly roll. So, I'm looking at tape, watching. And so, okay, with draft start, Kansas City, my private workout, bro, I do 225, 38 times. I run a 4.58, and I'm like, maybe Christian Okoye back. And, I'm like, I'm getting downhill, but I can still block. I can catch. So I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I tell Miles and Pops, I'm going to buy me a pink Cadillac. And, I'm just thinking it's going down. Mikey T, I think it's going down. So Kansas City said, we're going to probably get you in the second round. I have a great workout. I'm like, okay, cool. This is going to happen. So, but I don't do the party Monday. Has me, it's Sunday because Sunday draft day. Do you want to have something at the house? And I said, no, I'm just going to chill. I don't want nobody at the house.
Yeah.
So I'm watching by myself. I make sure the phone work. Kansas City teams call me that day. Hey, make sure your phone working. It didn't have no cell phones. So you got
house phone.
Yeah, house phone. So I'm like, hey, nobody calling. People call. Hang up on them. Don't be calling back on my phone.
Yeah, right.
So, bruh, I'm getting first round goals. I see Jerome get off the table. All these cats. All right, cool. Here we come. Second round. Kansas City's on the clock. Like, this is the pick. I'm gonna be a Kansas City Chief, man.
Yeah.
I got in the home of the Chiefs. They got me paid. All of the dogs and piss on the fire. Let's ride.
You're right. That's right.
Man, with the 66 pick, with the 34 pick, whatever, the Kansas City Chiefs selects Will Shields. My phone don't ring, dog. I'm sick. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Somebody gonna get me. Second round go. Third round come and go. So I'm the 84th pick in the fourth round.
Okay.
Phone rings, and it's Skipper. This is New Orleans Saints. Jim Moore calls. I'm happy, but I'm mad too, frustrated.
Right. Yeah.
It was crazy because that's why I invited Kelly Skipper, the coach of Buffalo Bills. He was my running back coach at Fresno State. His dad, that's why his dad was there, because he drafted me with the Saints.
Okay.
So I had a father and son combination,
okay. Okay. You didn't get the chance to tell me that part.
No, there's so much moving parts going on. So had a father and son coach me. So, and it was the same, Mike. It was just that will, like you said, the desire, guys in front of you don't know why you're there, and you just keep grinding, and you make it, and your reality becomes. Your reality, your destiny, your dream becomes reality because of the hard work and all the things we put in. And that leads me to a guy, Omarion Hampton. Watching this young man with the Chargers, big guy, fast guy. Tell me what you see when you're watching Omarion, and what does he have to? What's the pitfalls? Last year injury. What's your SWOT analysis of him, and how good can this young man be?
I've been hearing comparisons to me, back in the day. So when I was with the Chargers today, man, they remind me of Mike Turner there. But big, strong, fast kid. Got a lot to learn rookie year, but got valuable quality time last year. And fortunately, he had an injury or two that we couldn't really see his full potential last year. But I like him. I like him with Jim Harbaugh, man. I like him with the Harbaugh brothers, and see that run game develop and give Herbert some more help, Herbert some more relief, because I think the Chargers are too dependent on Herbert at times.
Yeah.
And I think we had injuries at running back last year. Then we saw Najee last year. Was that Najee last year when
Najee? He got hurt.
He got hurt like early in the season. Blew his Achilles, I Bleav. So it was just like a lot of missed the left tackle.
How about the tackles?
The tackles got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
how big is that? Oh, I know we talked about Omarion Hampton and talk about what he can do. When you talk about Joel, not just Joel, but you're talking about both your tackles are possibly Hall of Famers.
You're right.
You have 2 All-Pro tackles.
You're right.
How big of a loss and how much can that impact the team? How much is not just impact Omarion Hampton? How much is impact the quarterback?
It affects the quarterback. Quarterback doesn't have the same confidence of sitting back there and we say not having happy feet. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and just be able to read and react and just play. I think without those guys, we're just getting a lot of pressures, man. When there's no running game to alleviate that, that's a double whammy. So guys are getting hurt. The injury bug got the Chargers last year, man, big time at key positions, and that's what guys like the teams like the Denvers were able to step up and have their little run. A year when the Chiefs were down,
right?
We figured like the Chargers was the next best thing in the AFC West, not the Denver Broncos. So you let the Broncos get a jump on as far as their process will go of being playoff team, their week in and week out, year in and year out, as far as threats to win the division. We thought I see. I'm still a Charger. Like we feel like we was the next in line. Chargers still was the next in line. I feel like the Chargers was the next in line. The roster was deep. Roster's good enough to win it all. Bring in Harbaugh with that philosophy of taking all that pressure off Herbert as far as throwing 30, 40 times a game. I don't think we need that as far as the Chargers. We need 20, 25 times a game, and his arm, his talent, it can take the Chargers far, man. So we'll see this year how things go.
It's crazy, Mike, that you talk about that, because if you and I and LT Sproles was with this hardball, with this team, I mean, you went because he understands the importance of a run game. When you talk about Michael McDaniels, when you think about what he did with the 49ers,
right.
Junior genius offensive arm, and goes to, Miami, and he's a head coach, he has a little, short stint there, but the offense was humming. What is a Mike McDaniels? Is that the guy that Atlanta maybe even looked at? Was he a guy that people talked about because of his offensive specialties and how he is as an offensive wizard?
Man, yeah, I Bleav he coached for the Falcons for that Super Bowl year. We had a great coaching staff. I think he was one of the guys that was on the staff. But Mike McDaniel, everybody knows he's an offensive genius, offensive guru. Now, can he be a head coach? Can he? That's a different job. But as far as him knowing those X's and O's, hey, he got it. He got his no denying him that and that. And he's going to find creative ways to get guys to football. And it depends on how much Harbaugh would like him to get creative. That's the dynamic I would like to see. Like, is Harbaugh going to be more hands-on on the offense, as far as like, I want double tight, I want, as far as like the personnel, and I want all that razzle dazzle that you was doing in Miami, even though some of that stuff was working, some of that's big, but that's not sometimes you need your foundation, you need your base, and you need an identity. And if identity is going to be smash mouth, that's what it's going to be. Now, Harbaugh likes to play smash mouth football, and it's very few teams that do that nowadays. So we'll like I said, I will see the dynamic, how much of a leash he's going to have on Mike McDaniels, but I trust that he's, whatever it is, Mike McDaniels going to get the job done.
And I agree with you, and that's why Harbaugh brought him in. Harbaugh's a guy who, he just watches McDaniels. He understands what he brought to the table. He understands that you still run the ball, but it makes you look at the Niners and watching the running back McCaffrey. They make you cover everybody to grasp, because the lineman runs to a spot. So they make you get there. So it is smash mouth football, but it's making you cover your lanes, and you're trying to get there so you don't get reach. You don't want to get reach. You want to give it outside. So now that's why it's an offense where the running back can make a lot of hay in this type of offense. You know what? So I like what McDaniels has been able to do. It's going to be interesting to see how him and Harbaugh works. Once again, this is the Bleav. Michael Turner standing in for the great Matt Money Smith. So if you guys wonder why Money Smith's tan is looking great, because I got Turner the Burner on, baby. Turner the Burner, and we're bringing it, baby. We're bringing it on the Bleav. Yeah. You know what, Mike? I know we got to wrap this thing up. As I digress, I want to go a little bit and talk about your team that you cover, a team that's dear to you, where you finished your career, where you got paid the big money. I know you love this place. You love the city. You're still there. You put on for your city. Atlanta Falcons. You know, we've been there. You and I, Obi has come on the show, and we talked about, hey, who's going to be the quarterback? What's this team? A team that's been searching, that has some weapons, has a lot of talent on offense, defense. What is the biggest thing? What stops this team from putting it together? Because I think the talent's there.
Structure. You need that structure from top to bottom. And I think it was more behind the scenes stuff that we didn't know about that really affected this team, as far as putting the roster together, the final say so on the roster. You know, even I even go back to like who gets to play in preseason, who doesn't play in preseason. Teams being young, guys we got a young talent. You know, so we don't have veterans that earn their spots. You know, as far as they put some years in under their belts. But now we do. I think part of it was we was getting guys like maybe a little bit too much respect without them earning it. Like out there proving up field. No, they got the talent. No, they're gonna someday do it. They're big time. We can see it, but maybe we just rushed it a little bit as far as predicting them to, take over the division and this and that. But we was missing some stuff, man. We was missing some stuff. Guys, special teams wasn't good. Coaching wasn't good as far as we can tell. And then I think that locker room wasn't as tight as we thought, and that. So it was they cleaned house this offseason.
Yeah,
so
they really did.
You bring in Matt Ryan, the guy that's been there, done that, had some success in his league. Haven't won a Super Bowl, but at least he got us there, So he been through some tough times. It wasn't all glitz and glamour for Matt Ryan either. He had some lows and had some bad seasons where he had some losing seasons. But he knew how to bounce back that next following year and know how to rebuild a team. So we will see, man. We got a lot of young talent that we signing guys on deals now. So we're going to keep these pieces. And so we're investing in these guys now. So now it's put up a shut up, and we got, Kevin Stefanski coming in, a guy that's been coach of the year twice, been getting a bad rep, but it's hard to have a good rep in Cleveland, It's something that's organizational stuff. So everybody's coming in with a clean slate, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Is the quarterback of the future on that roster?
Low. I went too hard. Hey, you was looking for a softball. Hey, we already talked Chargers. I want the Falcons. I got Michael under the burner. Come on, baby. I got to put you on the spot. Right now we don't have a healthy quarterback, so I can't say we have a quarterback of our future. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so that was so political. That was so political. Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna let you deal with that because you my boy. I'm gonna let you that one. We don't have a healthy quarterback, so I don't see it. That was nice, Mike. But because you came out to Cali and represented in the West, and you came on the show to stand in for Matt Money Smith and the Bleav. I'm going to let you get away with that. Is there anything you want to say to Money? Is there anything you want to say to Money? Because I know you played with Money. Money, man. It was great playing with you, man. I enjoyed the stories. You gave me some Lakers stories. I was a Laker fan growing up. I enjoyed the Kobe stories, the Lakers stories with you, man. We had a great time golfing, man. And I didn't know he was a ringer though, man. He's pretty good at golf.
He's
man. So I'm glad me and Obi probably held the team back. Him and Max Strong, because they both was playing good. So me and Obi, if we had one more good, they probably would have won the thing. They probably would have won it, man.
Yeah, well, you and Obi have always been the weak link. I just want to tell you guys that you guys owe me a steak dinner. Lindsay, you got to validate that. But Nate, Turner the Burner, it's always great seeing you, man. I love you, brother. You're amazing. Yeah. Thanks for joining and standing for Matt Money Smith. This is Lorenzo Neal and Mikey Turner on the Bleav. Love you, brother. Anything you need, I got you. Both up.
I appreciate it, man. Both up.